Let's go look at number 20. 20 looks like at 60% when you round. What is the fifth term in this expansion? How would y'all do this problem?
NCR.
It is NCR. This is a formula chart. It's called binomial. So in case you forget, what do you type in for NCR? It's binomials where you'll find it. Out of this whole long formula, there's only two things I'm interested in. This whole long formula is the front, a plus b to the power of n, and the NCR portion between the dots. Those are the only two things I care about. So I want to write that part down. A plus b to the power of n equals, and I'm skipping a whole bunch of stuff. So there's my three dots. NCR, a to the n minus r is what it says, b to the power of r, and then more dots. Now, the reason I write down the front end, not that we ever type the front end in the calculator, is this helps us understand what each of the values equals. So in our problem for the calculator, what are we going to represent a by? What's our a going to be for the calculator? 3, good. What's our b going to be?
-2.
-2, very good. Need that negative. And n will be 8. This is our n. Okay, so for the calculator, this is what you're going to type in. You have to type in the command NCR with a capital C. That part you have to do. But then other than that, everything's represented by parentheses. 1 parenthesis, 2 parentheses, 3 parentheses. 1, 2, 3. Think NCR, 3 letters, 3 parentheses. Not only that, though C truthfully stands for combination, which, by the way, I never explained that, but combination, that's why it says combinations right there. I'd say just remember it as n comma r. On our problem, what is our n? You can look over here. N is 8. Think of C as being a comma. We don't know r, so I'm going to leave that blank for a second. The next parenthesis represents the a on the formula chart. What is our a? 3. And the last parenthesis represents our b. No. Now, a and b are going to have powers. We got to discover what those powers are. If you want the fifth term, think in terms of gambling. The best case scenario would be the first term. First term would be winning how many times? 8, and then you have an x, so I'm going to say x to the 8. And it would be losing how many times?
0.
None. The second best term, the second best result for you would be to win how many times? 7. And lose how many? 1. Okay. The third best situation, the third term, would be winning 6, losing twice. Fourth best, winning 5, losing
3.
and finally the fifth best, winning 4, losing 4. Those are our powers. That's our n and n minus r and our r, which in this problem they happen to be the same number. No matter what those numbers are, as long as you choose one of the two powers, which in this case they're the same, as your r, you will get the correct answer. So you type that in the calculator, we will get our correct coefficient. So n capital C R with 3 parentheses. The first being 8, we said comma 4. That's n comma r, n comma r. Our a was 3. We discovered it's going to be raised to the power of 4. And our b was -2. And we realized that's also going to be raised to the power of 4. I'm getting 90,720, which is answer choice
B.
B.